Hey, camera, over here. Over here, camera. Over here. Hi, Twitch. Happy Wednesday. I was very effective at messing everything up with the beginning of this stream. I hope you're all having a lovely day. But I am quite flustered at the moment. I started it with the wrong title. I didn't have the dinner command done. Coffee. Welcome in, Kit. Happy to see you, Bun Buns. Little poker in here early as usual. Let's see if we can't get some things going here. See if I can't see chat in front of me. That was not intentional. Nearly knocked over my grinder there. You're home, Bun Buns? Awesome! Yeah, hospitals, they're a necessary evil. You don't want to be in them ever, but you need them sometimes. You don't ever want to go into... So we got goji berries tonight. I bought a bunch online, and this morning I threw a bunch with some cold water, since these are dried, to rehydrate them a bit. So here is what we have as far as rehydrated. I'm unsure how many people are familiar with goji berries. How many have had them? All of their health claims, you would think that they should be the staple of everyone's diet. And then, not overwhelmed with the smell of these dried, but these are them dried. So there's all sorts of stuff I could have done with desserts for these. I'm sort of keeping it simple with the cookies. But also that's because I'm doing a bunch of other stuff, like we're making bagels from scratch tonight. So we'll see how things work out here. Actually, I saw a recipe for goji berry tea, which is essentially just steeping them in water overnight. Like this water with another 12 hours or so of it on. The claims on this bag of berries sort of reminds me of the Sunbeam bread commercial that I have in the AFK. I'm just gonna look at the main titles here. Source of antioxidants and nutrients. Improved mood and energy levels. I'm surprised they didn't claim libido. A snack for many occasions. Let me see here. This Himalayan superfruit is often associated with higher energy levels, athletic performance, quality of sleep, ease of awakening, ability to focus on abilities, mental acuity, calmness, feelings of overall wellness and happiness while reducing stress and fatigue. I'm almost afraid to eat it now. Welcome back, Merlin. Hopefully the food was yummy. Oh yeah, this thing is dead. Let's replace these batteries. And I might need to, yeah. This is absolutely the proper way to do this. It's the proper way to handle batteries in a safe manner. I forget how they go in here now. There's some foam. Just need some batteries. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Cheers to you all. And yeah, I didn't start my weekly vote yet. Had to go and give Merlin permissions into the walk-in, into our Discord. Let's see here. What do we have next up for next week? Discord. Changed up my stream deck when we hit the 3-year anniversary, and still getting used to some of the positions. Oh hey, that's supposed to be showing Discord. There we go. So we have our ingredient suggestions list. And I'm not seeing any 5s in this list. I'm only seeing 4s as far as top votes. And then we're going to start from oldest first. So our first 4s, coriander was in last week's vote. Goji berries won last week's vote. So oyster, flaxseed, and oyster sauce? Ouchies. None of those look like flaxseed. So I'm saving an image here for flax seeds. I forgot what the other one was. Oyster sauce. I'm almost afraid to search this. That's more likely soy, but we'll go with it. It's usually a little bit thicker of sauce than that too. That's most likely soy. Hi, Ozzy. Flaxseed to an early lead. We have a battle already. To war. Victory. I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. Bun Bun's getting those rewards, you murderous bunny, you. I'm just going to take the bottom route here, because that's where all the rewards are. Revealed over time. Nice. So I'm just going to start over here. I'm going to do vibing right here. And we're just going to say no. And no. I think this gives us some protection here and here from them putting too much right in front of us. And we'll be able to do most of our fighting, hopefully here. Hopefully I can do a damage bubble. But we'll see what pops up, because I don't know what's going to pop up. Let's see what else we got going on here, what quests and all I got going on tonight. I've already got an upgrade waiting. Ooh, got a quest done too. Archer Scrolls. Not going to do Musketeers, not going to do War Beasts, because I'm still trying to get those 230 level 30 units for this one, or to this one. Daily store stuff, free cupcakes. Yay! Who doesn't like free cupcakes? I have a shinobi. Let's see what a shinobi is. An assassin that teleport attacks a nearby ranged or support enemy. Becomes untargetable with no enemies nearby. Basically, it sounds like a rogue that's immune to range. What's the speed on it? Walk speed. Speed is vast unit. Thank you, Ozzy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm typically like a fan of like heavy buttery ones, like almost French style icings, but not for cupcakes. Okay, cupcakes, I want that either an Italian or American style buttercream for those. Well, thank you for your spare change. Okay, what do we start with tonight? What am I getting started with for food tonight? I think we're probably going to do our bagels to start. So let's pull up my notes on that. Oh. It's nice not to have to worry about hot handles. Like, half of the line kitchens I worked on used the system of keeping the pans already hot to even begin with. And so, like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're handling a hot pan. Because it's a speed thing, like, when you get into the heat of battle or the peak of service, it's got a, that time for the pan to heat up, you don't want to wait. So we just shove like 20 of them in an oven. So the idea that I have the luxury of pan handles that are cold to the touch right now is such a luxury. Okay, we got some nicely heated up water here. I'm not gonna lie, Bun Buns. When you first told me that you were home, it totally escaped my mind of where you were. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, awesome, she's appreciating the stream starting. Let's see how hot I got it there. Merlin. That's awesome, Merlin. Should only need half of this for the cookies because I'm only doing small batch. I think the goji berries will be awesome in cookies. I'm just not doing a gazillion cookies. So we're waiting on our yeast to wake up here a little bit. We'll get flour and some other things together here while we're waiting. There's so many things that can go on there, like including the add-ons and stuff that people have with their browsers. I wouldn't even know where to begin in diagnosing that. Oops, I need to measure this. I hardly ever use Chrome. I have never been a big fan of Chrome. I use Firefox primarily myself, even though next to no one does anymore. Firefox or Chrome, you know, they always advertise it as being fast, and yeah, it's very fast. It's starting up. But actually loading pages, I mean, it's the internet that's really going to be your holdup, not the program itself. Additionally, Chrome hides all sorts of stuff in your task manager under other systems. It doesn't refresh pages properly in my mind. Like, you'll refresh a page and it won't show you new news. It won't, like, actually refresh. I got a number of problems with Chrome that I do use it here on my streaming PC, but I mostly use it here so that it's separate from everything else that I normally do. But they ditched that logo or theme or internal mantra. Let's see here. Got that. We got everything we need, basically. Now the question is, do we mix the berries in now or later? I think I'm going to use the hydrated berries for this. And we'll give them a light strain from some of the liquid here. And then I get liquid all over the counter. That was not my intention. I think that'll probably be sufficient. Goji berries. Good question. I have no clue, Ozzy. I've never tried them. Merlin. I'm almost like I said before, I read the description on this. I'm like, do I really want to do this? Oh gosh. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy tonight or not. Still picking it out of my teeth, by the way, here. Okay, think a raisin with very miniature seeds in it, with a bit of fish food to the smell. It's reminding me of crickets here, folks. There's definitely some berry there. There's definitely some tart there. There's definitely sugar there. But the actual flavor, yeah, it's like this weird mix of where the initial hit and the sort of finish are sweet, sort of like a raisin almost. But the actual, like, I'm assuming maybe like the seeds and the interior of it has this very almost acrid like flavor to it. I assume it's probably going to be a lot better as a puree or as a jelly or than as just straight fruit, which is why I think we see it probably dried. Yeah. We alive over here, Yeast, or no? I see some bubbles here. Like, I don't know what else to really compare that flavor to. It's the same, it's like both the flavor and the smell. Like, if you were to take a container of fish food, take a good whiff of that. That's what it tastes. You're right, Merlin. Let's go ahead and read some more of this lovely package here. For thousands of years, goji berries, also known as wolfberries, have been enjoyed in the Himalayas for the unique sweet taste and their unique sweet taste and their many health benefits. Traditional Chinese and Tibetan medicine. Oh yeah, this fits right into medicine. Uses Himalayan superfood as a potent herbal remedy. Their rich taste, full of vitamins and minerals, combined with an abundant source of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory benefits, made it a worthy addition to a healthy diet of today. Wake up, yeast. But you can see how this could be called a tea, too. I mean, that's only since this morning. Like maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. According to the packaging, it's still fresh. I'm trying to read what else I can see here from this. 1 ounce is 100 calories. 4 grams of protein. It's not a lot, but it's decent. Morning, Catalina. Welcome back. Happy to see your travels have gone well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead with this yeast. I'm thinking this might turn into red bagels. Yeah, this is going to turn into red bagels as I need this. We're going to have like those strawberry bagels, or they're going to be reddish, pinkish. You can already see the streak starting in it. I'm going to reserve judgment on trying this as like a sauce or something. I think it has potential for sauce or something like that. Yeah, I'm not loving the scent and flavor off of these tonight. Merlin. I'm making a whole dinner with them. We'll get to that. Alright, what did I do with this? I didn't do anything with this. Dough's too wet because of the fruit. The original ratio didn't include the moisture from the fruit, so going to have to work in a bit more flour as I need this. Last 4 minutes, get units on the battlefield. It's also making sense looking at the recipes that I'm thinking back to. A lot more of them are jams. They're a lot more. There's not a whole lot of whole fruit when I was looking at stuff. I love blackberries. There's a path near me here, a public walk path. All sorts of berries along it. I don't dare touch any of them though, because there's a whole bunch of people living in those woods that aren't necessarily all sound to mine. They just actually reopened a pathway in Santa Rosa that's been closed for homeless encampments and people with mental issues attacking bikers and riders on a path. right along a major freeway, and, well, not a major, well, for California, it's not a major freeway. But at the same time, it's, you know, concrete barriers and all that good jazz. It's you know, a high-speed road. And they used to not have any houses along that whole row, which is sort of why I think the homeless population built up there. Now there's houses there. And you have somewhat recent rulings, saying that, I believe it was the Supreme Court decision too. Maybe it was just the state of California Supreme Court, but that you have to provide housing to the homeless. It's just a matter of the sick and unwell and perhaps even the situational ones, probably drugs and stuff like that, prevent them from doing that too, that they choose not to, because they want to make them jump through a whole bunch of hoops and do a whole bunch of stuff that, like, they don't want to, which I can almost understand. To war. Enough talking about people with rough situations. Victory. Tina getting those assists. Catalina getting the rewards. Jumping right into Stream Raiders. Excuse me. Yeah, Catalina, it's the real estate prices. I can see a lot of people without support, without an idea what to do, being in a real pickle. Mm-hmm. Well, as it is right now for me, I've been living here for over a decade, and my rent has not gone up a whole lot. It has, but it hasn't gone up a whole lot. I could easily see myself paying upwards of like $600 more a month. And that's national averages, not local ones. Like, it's expensive to live here, but I think we're looking at like a $2,000 a month average rent in the US. All right, enough bad talk. We're making bagels. Not thinking about states that are rapidly increasing their tax rates. Yeah, Texas is next to California. They just don't know it. Ooh, Catalina moving to the cold kitchen. Canadian whiskey. Ugh. Enjoy your imitation Soko. Yeah, Costco's got some decent products. I haven't been in one in at least 5 years. The ones around me, when you walk around, I just feel like I'm a head of cattle in the place. Like, giant lines, everyone just elbowing each other around in the place. Gotta get my samples. Hey, did you see they're giving away whole bagel bites? I'm sort of joking now, but I was a little bit serious about. I just couldn't stand beyond the. I only win occasionally, and so I had someone giving me gift cards instead of getting a membership of my own, because you can go in with the membership gift card, and they started requiring ID in order to use a gift card in the place. I'm like, no. And that's me complaining and making fun of stuff. They do have some of the best store brand products out there. Like, I think they're better than Trader Joe's at that. The products that they make, or the products that they put under Kirkland, generally are pretty good. Alright, I think that's enough kneading. Cleaning up this bowl so I can then realize it's going to be wet and ignore it and use the smaller one that's already on the rack. I did delete a song from my playlists here the other day, and I don't even remember the name of it, but I was getting claims on it. I don't have any actual, like, official DMCAs, but Twitch was muting my VODs. And a fair number of them I turned around and said, hey, I'm paying to play this music, and that's not what I played. But I don't want to get myself in legal troubles, and it's just one song, so I deleted it. Dad jokes. Coating it with the oil. Still sticking to the counter here. But not very. It's pretty well developed at the same time. So we'll let that hang out proof for a while. It actually turns more orange than, say, pink or red. Sort of an interesting color at this point. And to be honest, from the name of the song they're trying to claim it as, It sounds like a troll from the beginning. But I used to have that set too, Merlin. I got rid of it though because I decided I wanted the music on my VODs. But you can very easily set, when you're in OBS, if you're using OBS, there's multiple systems you can use instead of OBS. But in OBS, you can set multiple tracks for your VOD, the sound on your VOD. So like, you can isolate certain microphones on certain channels. So when you go and make your video afterwards, you can isolate that audio from everything else. And there's an option in OBS to ignore channel 1 for the VOD. And so that's what they're doing, is they're carefully setting their audio so that the stuff that they don't want in their VODs is all listed on channel 1. And then yeah, that's sort of dangerous there in my mind. That's sort of a catch-22 for Spotify. They certainly want the business and the people listening to them. But it is in their contract that you sign to use the service that you will not be using their service publicly. So those that are straight out saying, hey, I'm playing everything through Spotify, which I'm not using Spotify at all. I don't even really have an account anymore. Exactly, Ozzy. Like, you can play all the music you want to listen to it, but they don't allow you to do public performances using their music, and they don't allow you to, which includes streaming. Okay, on to the next project. And I haven't heard of them going about after anyone in the streaming world. That's just me realizing, you know, what people are signing up for here. So we're back to the creaming method here tonight. Majority of the music I listen to I own, but it's because I've been listening to it so long that I own it. It's the only way I could listen to it back then. And I'm so sad because I lost my music database at one point. I have all my CDs still, but at one point I had copied all of my CDs to disc, and I had all my music digitally on top of in CDs, and the digital version has failed, and I haven't gotten back to putting them back on. In fact, actually, the only CD-ROM that I have still in my house, DVD-ROM, is actually a DVD writer, but it's on my NAS, which doesn't even have an operating system that I think can handle it, or it's going to be a pain in the butt in order to get it to recognize that it exists. Apple Music, I don't know. I don't know either way if you're in the Apple ecosystem, if it's worth your time. I have used to use Apple. I used to have a iPod back in the day, and so I used Apple, obviously, to refill my iPod Nano. But once I stopped using my iPod, being able to not use my music on really anything else that I used became rather annoying. And so I actually think I lost a couple of things that I had bought while on I mean, I guess if I log in, I still have them, but it's only on Apple, sort of a thing. Alright, so our butter and sugar is well mashed together. Just pecan tart on top of my eggs. Are you a Windows or a Linux user, or are you entirely Apple? Last couple of years between Raspberry Pi and this NAS server, I'm starting to actually get somewhat of a grasp here on the very beginnings and basics of Linux and FreeBSD, though it's a little bit like relearning DOS. I feel a large percentage of Macs these days are designed for corporate use. For large contracts and for the top end of movie industry, things like that. Stuff where you have companies that are like, they're looking at the economy of using this thing non-stop for the next 2 years, sort of a thing. And they don't care about the price tag in that case compared to just replacing the thing. I was toying around with Raspberry Pi for a long time, and I came really close to making it on Raspberry Pi. And then the whole idea of setting up this computer properly so that it wasn't struggling to even stream, and using the leftovers from that because that motherboard had video on board and I didn't need another video card. And so I'm using the old motherboard that used to run my streams back in the day for my network management. Checking to make sure I wasn't for sure that I was assuming that proofing was the next step with the bagels. I had not, I didn't double check my notes. All right, so we're the goodies here on our cookies. So we'll add a little vanilla. And I'm going with the dried ones for in the cookies. This pack is packed tight, like it was on the bottom of the storage container and the ship away from China. Yeah, I mean, I've been working on this bag for a while, and it is still packed solid. Didn't even seal proper. Put the one egg in there. Got our vanilla in there. Got our sugar in there. What am I missing? Pinch of salt. And flour. The Raspberry Pis are useful for all sorts of stuff. They're near impossible to find now. There's a whole bunch of alternatives popping up, but with the whole chip shortage, they haven't been available, and I don't think they're planning to have them available for like another 6 months. But they're useful for so many things. What are you serving it with? Are you going sweet? Are you going spicy? preheating the oven. Because I don't want to sit here and say, oh, let's do a little, cinnamon, almond, I don't know. And then have you say, yeah, we're going to put it with something spicy. Or like mac and cheese, which is just going to overpower it with umami. In that case, you can play with whichever way you want to go with that. You can have all sorts of fun. Honestly, if you're doing with that, just do a ton of pepper. Just make it almost hot with pepper. I think the dad jokes are slowly turning Ozzy insane. I don't know, Ozzy. Time for war? Ooh, giveaway. Ozzy trying to make someone rich with sprinkles. So we have our cookies. That one doesn't really have much in the way of berry in it, but there's our cookies. I set those prices, or the prices on the sprinkles, knowing that, with a week timeline, we can only do a couple of these every now and then. I might have to increase the sprinkle count for this, because we're already into next month. I don't want to get to the point where we're having people redeem it and be like, all right, your week's in 3 months. Let's see what we got here. I put it all the way. I took it off of the entire screen. I guess we're doing this one without a spell for our benefit. Welcome in, Kip. I said hello to you when the stream started. You've been lurking around. Happy to have you. Victory anyways. Catalina getting those assists. Honorable mention to Bentorius and Tina on our kills. SoCal Ozzy and Bun Buns getting the rewards. We're going to ignore those guys behind us here. Maybe someone will put something over here. We'll leave things there for now. Alright, we're still waiting on our oven for our cookies. Why? Why would you use the fall apart labels for this? You want them to permanently stay on the tomatoes? Who the heck decided this was a smart plan? Like, seriously. Congrats, Catalina. Yes, thank you. I take some sticker with my tomato. Actually, it doesn't matter because we're pureeing all these anyways. Uh-oh. The hunt for the smoothie machine. Perfect time to get rid of it. Get rivet. You don't have to deal with it being on your shelves and wanting to get rid of it, but not want to deal with getting rid of it. It's also a great time to clean everything. That is, if you wanted to pay for shipping the dust in the first place. I'm just realizing now that you're probably combining stuff too. So you probably have extras and stuff like that too. Alright, so we got our 4 aromas. I'm going to juice half a lemon into this. And then goji berries. The soaked ones. Almost like red beans. Actually, they sort of look like beans. Merlin. All right, we're gonna blend this up. Oh, hey, let's turn that mute off. Our taste buds certainly do change over time. I mean, genetically, we taste everything differently because there's certain flavors that certain people can't even taste and other people can taste. But also, as people get older, their taste buds, their saliva actually thickens. Our saliva gets thicker as we get older. Who knew? And so, like, apparently I do. And so that makes it so that we like more bitter foods as we get older. I'm gonna go ahead and throw our cookies into the oven. And I'm gonna throw our tomato and goji berry soup on the stove. We're gonna cook and simmer this for basically the rest of the stream and try and maximize that sugar out of those tomatoes. If you're ever curious what the official way to clean a Vitamix is, this is it. Soapy water. I'm gonna wait for this to come up to temp before I give it a try for seasoning. I really don't know which way I want to go with this. I'm sort of tempted to throw some oregano in there, but I really have no clue what it's going to be like with our goji berries in there, especially after they cook a little bit. They may just make it a bit sweeter. What's everyone else think? Have I just made fish food soup? Or this combo gonna work? Fish food soup is sort of an interesting concept if we think about that. Useless information of the evening. It's also essentially how whales feed their young. Whale milk is so thick and so full of fat that the mothers essentially squirt it out into the water, and it's thick enough that the babies can just sit there and eat it. Okay, come on, Twitch. Let's go here. Okay, we got 14 minutes on Stream Raiders. Our bagels have not done much. They're not being very impressive. I'm gonna put these back here on the stove in hopes they get a little warmer back here. I'm gonna have a sip of water because Catalina's reminding us all to stay hydrated. Which means I gotta refill my water. Cheers, folks. Oh, I didn't set a timer on my cookies. I've been rocking it with the clips. Oh, that smell. That reminds me of summer so much at this point. One of the things that I would do with mobile food business was I would buy the tomatoes that weren't all that beautiful looking at the end of the day. Farmers are obviously not going to want to transport bad tomatoes to the market, but there's always some that slip through. There's some that a little ugly. There's some that get a little worse over the day with the little added heat. And so I would always take those off of their hands at cheap and bulk and just hack away at them super easy and just take away anything that was even remotely disgusting. And just cook them and cook them and cook them and cook them and cook them. I'd cook them, 4-6 hours and just reduce them down and reduce it down by about 50%. And then add in some typical Italian seasonings. And then we had roasted tomato soup. Getting strong vibes off of that right now because the smell of the tomatoes just stewing. I did see some recipes. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, we got some weird health food nuts out there. Because if anyone's seen date balls before, it's one of those desserts where it's essentially dates, which are, if you've ever handled or dealt with dates, once you break into them, they're like a sticky, gooey mass with a skin on the outside. There's people that are using those to, you can add nuts, you can add all sorts of healthy things, and then just essentially rolling them into balls. They had these in there with those. There's a couple recipes that I saw where they were doing those date balls, but they were calling them goji berry balls. They still had date in them. Pâtissière. And it was for something that I was going to be cooking for ages. So it wasn't like, if there was something slightly off there, I was going to kill it. I sort of shifted off of that premise, though, after a while, because I originally went in with the idea of doing that, of trying to make products entirely off what the farmers are bringing to market and weren't going to be really profitable for them. And they didn't want to spend the money, obviously, to ship them back to their farm to get rid of them. And then someone got the bright idea, oh, hey, we're a charity, we can just go and collect all of that. And so all of a sudden, I was trying to compete with charities for business. You can give those cookies another 3 minutes. Chicken paprikash. Hope you got paprika. Now, last dish. I think I am going to do this last dish. Especially since we get the blender. The blender. Dirty. And take the last of these. Sorry, I'm not keeping the tea. Oh my gosh, it smells like tea too. We're gonna give that a blend with some sugar. Actually, one of the things they were suggesting with the wolfberry or goji berry tea was the idea that you could strain this, you could steep this tea overnight, the berries, using the dried berries, and then you could take the berries after they had been creating the tea and use them in your smoothie in the morning. Thank you for that sub, Celtic.
Merlgin gifted a tier 1 sub to Celtic Ravenva. They have given 33 gift subs in the channel.
Merlin, thank you for that gift sub. Apologize for misreading that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oops, cookies. And these we definitely want to take out now. Nice. Those are looking perfect now. Our one without any goji berries spread a little bit too much, but not the end of the world. So I'm going to mute so that I can blend these goji berries. That was Celtic. Greatly appreciate your 7 months. But Merlin gifted you a sub there.
Merlin gifted
And
a
Robin.
tier 1 sub to Robin_3V. They have given 34 gift subs in the channel.
34 subs. Thank you, thank you. Move the cookies here now. And strain this over here. Alright, so we got this loveliness here now, which is just pureed goji berry with a little water in there from the... I'm going to add some brown sugar to that before our battle. Add about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar into that container that's hidden by my past streams slideshow right now. Thank you, Ozzy. Greatly appreciated. I want bread. Actually, I'm making bagels, so I don't really need bread. Doesn't mean that I don't want bread at the same time. So we're gonna melt that sugar into there, into those wolf berries. And I'm going to add, if I can find it, that is not it. Do I not have any more? don't see it. That's all right, Merle, or Raven. Greatly appreciate the offer. Let's do our battle. Let's go to war. All the gifties tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. Victory. Tina getting them kills and assists. Bun's getting those scrolls. $15 monk scrolls. That's nice. Loyalty scroll chest. It's goodies here for everyone, hopefully. I'm starting where I normally do on this map. Bottom left. And we'll see how we do after everyone puts their units down here. Absolutely, Catalina. We've been just losing so much. We actually lost our last battle last night. Oops, we want cold water for this, so we'll use refrigerated water for this. Tapioca starch slurry action here. Just getting it all mixed into the cold water. Alright, finally got that mixing properly. Took me a minute to get that all emulsified. And we're gonna stir that into our goji berry jelly here. Which thickened that up considerably. Now we got some jelly. I'll let that cool. Bread is a beautiful thing, and I'm just learning to love all the nuances about it. The foaminess will reside as it continues to cook. Debating what kind of container I want to put that in. And there you have goji berry jam to a certain degree. It is a bit darker from the brown sugar that I used with that. That actually considerably darkened the color of this. It was actually looking a very beautiful bright red when I first started, just straight puree. But cooking it was also going to reduce a bit of the brightness and the brown sugar, obviously. Yeah, like I said. Oh, I've done quite a bit of that, and I've also been taught a fair share about it too. So I've been taught a fair number of things to avoid, but there are some breads that it's entirely just how you fold it and do it, and the actual. I mean, it's somewhat of an art when you get into dealing with this matrix of wet sloppiness that's trapping air inside of it, and you're somehow supposed to maneuver this into a beautiful looking loaf. Things like ciabatta and really airy breads that are extremely wet until you bake them. There's... Oh. Still not sure if I want to take this sweet or what. My bagel dough hasn't proofed much either, which has got me worried. I think I've actually sort of gone to the extent that I'm willing to do as far as bread at this point with here. Unless I get myself a nice solid mixer, which I'm sort of torn. I don't want to buy a cheap mixer. I want to buy myself a nice solid mixer. And so I've been procrastinating on it for years. At the same time, it's going to kill a lot of stuff in stream to my mind, because first off, they're noisy as all get out. So they're horrible for streaming because I either have to mute things in order to run one or do something funny with the setup. They're horrible to look into for the majority of them. Like, most of them are over the top of the bowl already. It's a little like my hands being in the middle of everything here. And yeah, so this just don't work for... And then they turn kneading projects like here that was a good 20 minutes hanging out and us chilling beginning of the stream into 5 minutes with this loud machine running. It's easy for real life. It's not very good for streaming. Yes, that has been on my list and has been my choice that I've been looking at for quite a while. It is still noisy, but it does have a beautiful open top. There's a couple of other, like, dedicated bread style ones that are along that line too, where they spin the bowl instead of the mixer. And that's actually been on my list, but look at the price of the thing. And it's not been, I don't know if it's been available or it's had spotty availability since the beginning of this COVID thing. And so, yeah, I haven't gone with that. I was sort of hoping that I would get it knocked down cheap, but I haven't seen it cheap at all. Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, happy wayfarer. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're having a lovely evening, everyone. What were we streaming tonight? Hopefully you're not still stuck with an ad and not able to be in here yet. If we're still waiting on you to be in, let me know in a moment. Happy to see everyone in here tonight. We're working with goji berries. We got dried goji berries here that I'm not in love with the flavor of them by themselves. Thank you for that gift sub, Merlin. Thank you.
Merlin gifted a tier 1 sub to Hypey Wayfarer. They have given 35 gift subs in the channel.
35. We've got cookies tonight. We made goji berry cookies. We got a tomato and goji berry soup reducing down on the stove right now. I'm also working on some goji berry bagels, which are not proofing for me very well tonight. I'm almost ready to get going with these regardless, though. We'll see. Hopefully you're all having a great evening. What were we streaming tonight, Happy Wayfarer? I'm gonna quick get some water going here while we all say hello. We need some water, and obviously, to boil our bagels. And then here on the counter, actually, it sort of looks like barbecue sauce, actually. I've been doing a lot of barbecue sauce lately. But this is actually goji berry jam. Cheers, folks. Hydration time. Yes, Bun Bun's water. Chill stream soupy brisket. Nice. Kolaches. Cavatelli and golden syrup. What'd you put in your kolaches? Ooh, starters. Like, I want to find out. There's a dude here in Sonoma who actually went to France and competed in Coupe du Monde. And so, in other words, he knows a thing or two about making baguettes. He's got a wonderful old school mixer that works sort of like an Arcan. I don't have room for it here, but I'd love to have room for one somewhere else in the future, because it is a gorgeous thing. It was this nice big bowl that just, it's got like looks like a PVC or a old metal water pipe just going down and mixing it, kneading the whole basket. I told you the foam would go away. That has died down pretty nicely now. So we're now getting to the point where I think of that as almost soup worthy, but I'm going to continue to cook it regardless. Cheese filled, cream cheese ricotta, lemon peel. Nice! Yeah, I haven't done tomato soup this summer, and like I said, I used to do it with my business, and it was an interesting combo that I thought would maybe go along well. We'll see. I turned the flame on over here? I did, okay. Nice. But it's gonna hit the liquid. Alright, next steps here. What do we got left to do tonight? What all am I making here tonight? Tomato and goji berry soup. That is done, other than I need to taste it and season it. Goji berry bagel sandwich is turkey Havarti and sunflower sprouts. The turkey Havarti and sunflower sprouts are going to be relatively quick. I have pre-sliced Havarti. I have pre-sliced turkey. I wish I had gotten a better source for turkey, but I had to settle. So I got some deli turkey and sunflower sprouts, because they were cheaper than buying some arugula. Goji berry cookies hanging out here on the counter. I haven't tried one of these yet, but give everyone a look at what we got here. Looks almost like raisins in there. Totally meant to throw that on the floor. We'll forget that. What do sunflower sprouts taste like? They're bright and green, but at the same time, they're very nutty. It's almost like eating green peanuts. And actually, they're sort of peanutty. Like, they got that same sort of, like, spice to them. So, this would be a nice green topping for them. Usually they're cut a bit tighter like that. Don't need all that. They're just selling me extra stem there. I just want that. Yeah, it's a little like eating a green peanut. I don't know if everyone else would give you that explanation, but that's my explanation. Bagels. Nice. Yep, it's just about perfect timing for that. I mean, we're in the peak of summer and tomato plants love heat. You get into the peak of the heat of the summer and, you know, like, just drowned us in water. We don't care. We're going to keep growing. Sort of chilling right now, I guess. So we need to wait for that water to heat up, and I need to make my 4 bagels out of that dough, but I was hoping it was gonna poof up a little more than that. Do a little salt in our tomato. I've been good. Got out and did a morning walk today. Getting to eat tomato soup tonight. Not in love with this flavor right now. We're hitting that with heavy garlic and oregano. Now we'll throw some basil in there too. I'm gonna give it some onion powder too. Ooh, starters. That's much better. I think I'm gonna add the rest of this lemon in there. Oh, not too much. Just gotta keep those babies fed. Keep them happy. Honest answer is I've already forgotten what I've said. I guess I'm moving forward here with these bagels regardless. Nice. And take the dry side and pinch that into the center, basically. Ball them up, just temporarily. Just get them in a central circular pattern. I am Raven. I'm making goji berry bagels. They're infused with goji berry. Well, as I said earlier, I'd hoped they improved a bit more. My sugar with these was a bit, or my yeast with these was apparently a bit too weak tonight, or maybe the water was a bit too hot for it. I don't know. It didn't act very well. So these are now going to go onto parchment just because they're going to stick on this wood. And hey, what the heck, we got to warm them up a little bit anyway, so we'll use them to cover our steaming water that we're going to use to boil them. Boiled is what you wanted to hear? I was worried you wanted to hear honey in the water, which is one that I'm sort of like, about. I mean, there might be some science behind it that I haven't read. Oh, thank you, Saltic. Appreciate that. All sorts of love tonight. Thank you, everyone. Greatly appreciate the gift subs. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, we got a battle ready. To war. Celtic. Victory! Victory! Ventorious! Helping us out with those kills. Catalina getting us those assists. Who's gonna get the 200 gold? Suki! Congrats to you. First time seeing your name tonight. Welcome in. Ooh, we got an army upgrade here. Barbarian. I'm gonna try this one the same way I did last time, I think. Didn't work out great for me last time. But we'll see how we work this time. So we got a couple assassins over here to sort of distract and maybe run off on their own. The rest of us will be here. The spell damage will be here. let's go over the stove. I think the stove's a little more interesting right now. We gotta turn that down. That's now thickening up to the point that it's gonna start making a mess here. Still not quite bubbling there, but I'm gonna let the bagels off. Ooh, that's an idea, Bun Buns. Planting bad ideas in my head. Or perhaps good ideas? I don't know. Almost done with my bottle 101. My second bottle of 101 to be exact. Where am I seeing this one? Oh, a wine bagel instead of a Winnebago. Because that sauce looks nom. Well, what we have back here is a tomato and goji berry soup. So this is largely a tomato soup, but we got some goji berry blended in there. Over here on the counter, we have goji berry jam or jelly. It's very thick. It poured into there, but as it cools, it's gonna solidify up pretty good. And then we got goji berries in both the cookies up here and the bagels back here. These are the goji berries that we're using tonight. They are a Chinese product. These are dried. I hydrated some for some of the recipes tonight. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping while trying to talk. Goji, or wolfberry. Wolfberry is one word. They have both names. Wolfberries, I think, more are towards the dried, but generally the only way I can find them here in the States is dried. So Goji. Organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan. All sorts of health jargon on here that's supposed to convince you that the next amazing thing for your world. I have had Miracle Berry tablets before. I haven't had actual Miracle Berry. So like I've had the effect of Miracle. I did that on stream at one point. I made a Miracle Berry dinner of very sour and like lemons and stuff. Like a charcuterie platter of sour things. Anyone who's unfamiliar or with a Miracle Berry, it's an African berry that when you eat it for a period of time, it'll turn sour flavors sweet. My experience was less that it turned sour into sweet and more that it just sort of like got rid of the sour and allowed the sweet natural sweetness of other things to shine. You get what I mean? How do I think a goji berry would go into a barbecue sauce? I don't think it would. I'm waiting to be pleasantly surprised by something tonight. But essentially everything I have tasted tonight as far as goji berries is sort of like a cross between a raisin and fish food. It is not the most pleasant flavor I've gotten so far out of things so far tonight. The cookies aren't bad, but there's so much sugar and other stuff going on that it's almost like they're, like disappearing. This, I added a whole bunch of spice to it and is doing much better, but it's still there. It's in the background. I'm hopeful that these bagels turn out. And I haven't tried this, and I'm a little worried that this is going to be like fish food, like, times 10. Because it's, like, concentrated. I wish I had a better explanation other than just, like, fish food. It's, like, the only thing that comes... Crickets. I mean, it's the exact same thing. Gotta remember to throw this in the wash after stream tonight. Boil water? What are you doing? You're just wasting my time. Why won't you boil? Actually gonna turn the heat off on that and just let that's almost down to, if you notice, I've reduced that considerably. That's at least reduced by half at this point, if not down to a quarter of its original. Starting to get there with the boiling water. We just keep watching it so it doesn't quite get there. Hey, you weren't supposed to stick to the bottom. You're supposed to boil. You're supposed to be floating. No, I had a little, I'm no longer a part of the team. I don't want to say anything bad about it, but I just don't think that I really meshed with the different types that were there. I don't know what really... Yeah, these are not floating very well. These are not very airy bagels tonight. I don't think our yeast worked for us very well. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. It's gotten enough boil time, I think. It just hasn't, there's been no bubbles at all in these. These aren't proofing at all either. Like, these are not. You can see the mark there from me even putting it in there with the ladle has stayed. What am I baking these at? 400? Even hotter. They want me to sweat. I might actually Raven be getting to end of life with this block of yeast. I mean, this is the last of one of those 1 pound freeze vacuum packed bricks of instant yeast. Probably due to buy some new. It's probably going to cost an arm and a leg now. Are you able to hear the fan at all? Are you able to hear the fan even when I'm over here? Actually, I can hear it over here. It's work in progress. We're seeing how things work. I moved a fan that I used to have in my living room into my bedroom. I moved this fan, which I had in my bedroom, into here. And now I'm sort of like, I want another fan for the living room now. Of course, on the list of things that I'm like, do I really want to get this, or am I going to move at some point, is a rowing machine. I actually sort of want to get myself a rowing machine. I always enjoyed, I used to do workout with a trainer when I was in like high school, and I used to do a lot of work on a rowing machine. I didn't mind that so much, and I'm sort of tempted to try and... I think it would work well for me in my home, too, because... Yeah. They take up a lot of space, though. What did I do with my spoon? Just blind. Oh, dad joke. Raven. Times what, like probably 20 or 30. It's truly amazing the way that works with yeast. Like, we at home all think of yeast as like an expense as an ingredient. In all these commercial operations, it's like we're just doing tests to make sure it stays the same. Get rid of the boiling water here. This will be a major help to getting rid of my sweating forehead. And then they sell the excess to Vegemite and Marmite. Or just some farm to feed to cattle. The next step on this is they're suggesting some egg wash. I think I'm going to skip the egg wash on these. I don't want that to really constrict the growth of these at all, even though I don't think they're going to grow much in the oven. I think most of our work with the boiling has been done anyways, and the egg yolk is not going to be worth it, I guess is the answer. My response. Nice. I have a new toy in the mail for the kitchen. I only really bought it because Amazon let me spread the payments out over a couple of months. But it's going to be a month or two of testing of my own here at home before I show it to all of you. So I'm just doing that to tease it to all of you, that I have something that I'm hiding from you. Or we'll soon have something. And we'll see. It'll either make this explode, or we'll have a lot of fun here on stream in the coming months. This is something that I've wanted for quite a while too, and I have just found out that there was an affordable version of it. I'm sort of, yeah, because, yeah. No, I haven't gotten a vacuum sealer yet for two reasons. I would love to have a chambered vacuum sealer, which is not like most at-home vacuum sealers. It's an actual chamber that you put the product in. And that's because I want to do vacuum sealing for liquids. And you need like a chambered vacuum sealer in order to do a decent job for sealing liquids. I have a heat sealer right here that I use regularly for my stock. I just squeeze all the air out. I would probably buy. Well, I'm buying bulk meat and butchering all my own meat, but I'd probably buy more ground meat and break it down into bags and freeze it at home if I had one of those. And I, of course, vacuum seal everything that I'm butchering myself, but I just water displacement the bags, and it's essentially the same. It's not going to freezer burn, at least easily. Raiders. Welcome in, Squidfish and friend. And a double raid. Treebow and Squidfish. Thank you both for your raids tonight. What were we all doing tonight? Welcome in, Treebow. Welcome in. Sorry, I've already. Squidfish, thank you for that raid. Thank you, Squidfish. Valheim. Nice. Oh, so it's a joint raid. Appreciate that. We're working with goji berries tonight. Which I have yet to find a way that I've liked them so far tonight. They're not too horrible in the cookies. We've got goji berry bagels here ready to go in the oven. We're just waiting on that oven to finish heating. We got tomato soup with goji berry back here. Goji berries are tasty. We have someone that has had goji berries and likes them in chat. That's amazing. I hadn't. You're the first person I think we found that is got experience with goji berries. And it's sounding like your experiences are much better than mine, because so far they're sort of tasting like fish food to me right now. All right, gonna throw the bagels into the oven. And how long are we cooking these? For a minute, too. They're earthy and sweet to you. Nice. I was comparing them to raisins and crickets. Like they're sweet. They have that chewiness and that like raisin like texture to them, and they're small and the same size, sort of along that line. But the actual like flavor behind that, I'm not too good with that. I've made some jelly out of them, or jam. As well, which I'm thinking I'm gonna try and put, I'm thinking we're gonna go full bore with this, at least with the sandwich. So we'll do bagel, mayo, jam, turkey, Havarti, and the sunflower sprouts. I don't know why I got this still on the stove. 3 minutes on our next Stream Raiders battle. Just enough time to get one more unit out there. We got lots of help already, though. Bourbon, how I love thee. Just burns in all the right places. Yay, Bun Buns! You weren't able to work it out with the last place? I mean, it's a little hard to avoid the idea that, oh, hey, I went to the hospital. Here's my bills. Aww. Ouch. I hope you find something quick. I hope you find something you like for the long term. Don't quit searching with the first thing. I mean, I know you gotta pay bills, but search until you find something you like. Work's a lot easier if you actually enjoy what you're going to do. Have a great evening, Happy Wayfarer. Greatly appreciate the raid earlier. Hope you have a great evening. Hey, George. George got gifted a sub earlier. We've had a couple of people gifting subs, and I've already forgotten who did that. Welcome, Evangeline. You did, George. We've got Goji berry cookies in the... Oh, I can't show you. We're in the wrong scene. Let's do our battle. I'll show you all the good food after the battle here, George. Victory. That was a quick one. I thought there was going to be more to go on there. It was like, let's kill one dude and do it with 33 army allies. Victory. Suki getting them kills, or that kill. How do you have one person have the max kills and 9 be the most assists? Thank you, Dina. Catalina and Fluffy Bun Buns getting those goodies. Onto that blue chest. This is probably going to be our last map of the evening here. Enemies will be revealed over time. Let's try this side this time. Just make things a little different. awesome. And so, letting people know what we're up to this evening, we have goji berry cookies in the theme of a chocolate chipper. You can see the raisin-like berries in the bottom there, and a couple at the top. If you haven't seen dried goji berries before, here's a bag full of them. So these are dried like this, and puffed up. They're maybe somewhere between a raisin and a grape. I wouldn't say they're as large as a grape when they're hydrated. Maybe like a champagne grape. So we got a jelly or a jam made from them like that here. Nice and thick. Got our cookies. We got a tomato and goji berry soup back here that's been reduced down considerably on the stove. Heavily seasoned. And lastly, in the oven, I've got some goji berry bagels, which I'm going to be making some turkey Havarti and pea sprout sandwiches with. So that is the plan this evening. And we're starting Scottish foods on Friday. Not sure what I'm doing with that yet. That's why I just put a generic answer there. Thinking I might have to probably do a Scotch egg. I just got myself some deli turkey. I asked them to slice it a bit thicker. I was a little annoyed. I went to the store and I couldn't find anything but store brand as far as turkey. When actually there's a pretty decent turkey operation here in Sonoma County that does a locally like hand cut sliced turkey. So it's like thick slices of good turkey. And unfortunately they don't have it. Amazon has absolutely ruined Whole Foods. But I asked them to do some thick cut deli style turkey and some Havarti. Should be good. Yeah, I'm getting a bit chatty, Will. Oh, just about perfect. Thank you, Will. I'll toast everyone in chat. Cheers, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a lovely evening so far. Looks almost like pasta sauce here, or tomato, or pizza sauce. But here's our tomato soup with a little bit of freeze-dried oregano over the top. Photos for the Discord. They'll be up a bit later. Freeze-dried basil on top, or oregano. We've got our goji berry jam or jelly, or I can never remember the exact specifics between jams, jellies, and because there is specific differences between them, but it's mostly just how pureed the fruit is, sort of a thing. Any milk for cookies? I just opened a new thing, a half and half, here on stream. I don't know if I'm a huge milk and cookies fan for actual cookies. I mean, sure, if you got something like Oreos that are nothing but like chalk, unless you add milk. But actual cookies? I do love me some milk and cookies from Ben and Jerry's. That's probably my top cookie ice cream. Well, that sort of goes back to what I was just saying before. Like, Oreos, yes, they're classic. Yes, they're old school. I don't know if they deserve the term cookies and cream all to themselves. Actually, I sort of doubt that they do. Because I was saying in Discord, I much prefer ice creams that use like ice cream, actual chocolate chip cookies or Oreo cookies or oatmeal cookies or other than Oreos. Yes, I just did say Oreo cookies other than Oreo cookies. Dad joke getting risque again. Let's see, but that's not a cookie ice cream. Like, chocolate chip is just chocolate chips. That's cool. I'm cool with mint chocolate chips, cool, too, but I just don't think that Oreos deserve cookies and cream solely to themselves. Ooh, meeting time. Discord bread WTF. Have to tell me more. I have a world of Discord servers that I'm already in, folks. I'm trying my best to limit the number of Discord servers that I'm in. Just no pixel alone, I've probably got like 50 of them in one folder. Almost done with our bagels. We got a minute and a half left on our timer. All happy join chats. I just have so many servers at this point. So many servers. And it's not like I don't even go and advertise on them. Like all of them have, including mine, have the who's live now things. I don't do that in anyone's really servers. And bagels. Sort of interesting how they turned out almost like cheesy orange from the red on the Goji. So we'll give those a moment to cool while we get our other goodies here. Give Raven permissions there. Welcome into the Discord. Which do I go with for tonight's sandwich? I think you. I pick you. Oh, hey, the music stopped. No worries, Celtic. It's still a bit warm here. Yeah, those didn't... They got a little yeast work, but not much. We got some bubbles in there, but not a lot. So a little Kewpie mayo, a little MSG mayo. You know, I think I'm actually going to do 2 of these tonight, and I'm going to we're going to give these a little bit of a toast. I bought this cheese just because it's the only non-store brand, too. So annoyed with what Whole Foods has become. It's more like 365 foods. Like, I honestly feel that they've probably hurt the local economy here. Because there were so many local producers here in Sonoma County. I think they've hurt the farmers markets. I think they've hurt the food industry as a whole nationwide, but as far as all the small guys, they decimated them here in this county. Like, and then they went and turned everything in the store to their own brand on top of that. Yes, Amazon, I'm complaining about what you've done to Whole Foods on your own platform. Congratulations. It's not, well, they actually seem to be doing okay as far as the actual farmers in supporting produce. But when it comes to the local small business, the producers, the people that are doing what Amazon wants to do, they're all disappearing from that store. I'll live with that. All right, we're gonna try some of our jam jelly thickened madness here on at least one of these. Yeah, Havarti is supposed to have holes, in my opinion. That doesn't have much in the way of holes there, does it? Well, you have a problem with the other one, Ozzy? Well, Amazon's about to run out of employees, too. Amazon is very, very profit driven. And I mean, it's like the perfect company for the stock market. Like, if we're not making money off of it, we don't want to worry about it. And that's how you get an Amazon. Grow, 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 grow. Don't care about the consequences. Don't care about results. We just want to make money. Nice, Ozzy. What'd you do for sweet? Gonna take out half this container just getting sprouts on this. They all have these huge tails. What do you think, chat? Do I add mustard to these, or do I leave them just as is? Mustard a plus? Well, I tend to think mustard's always a plus, but that's me. Brown sugar, salt and pepper, and other spice. Nice. Alright, mustard it is. For our last battle of the evening. For a map, this stuff was supposed to pop up. Not a whole lot popped up. The heck is this? Splitting us up all weird? Giant doesn't know what's coming for him. Boom. Victory. Twitched by night, and Catalina getting those kills and assists. Heavy 20 getting honorable mention on the killing. Bun Bun's getting that 200 gold. Congrats to your army. 6 Shinobi. Whatever that is. Alright, we're gonna leave it there for Stream Raiders tonight. Let's finish up these sandwiches. Not hating the goji berry gel. Light hint of the world's most expensive condiment these days. Nice, Ozzy. What skin did you get? Oh. Oops. What'd you get, Catalina? If I had a salad, I'd throw these in with the salad, but sandwich, it's a bit messy. Catalina is busy with her lessons on how to be a Western Australian. We'll take some photos of our sandwiches. Sandwiches. The soup's pretty good. It's right there with tomato soup, your traditional one. I think by the end, all the spices and that in there. Did okay with those. Just a little bit in the background and the aftertaste. The goji berry jam. And without. Yeah, it doesn't want to stay together. Nice. So there we go, folks. We've got our soup and sandwiches for tonight. We got our cookies. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed hanging out. Hopefully we've all had a nice Wednesday. Take any suggestions on ideas for Scottish foods in the Discord for the next week. Gonna be doing them all next week. See who we got out here in the streaming world tonight. I think we're going to call it there. I hope you all had a lovely evening. I hope to see you back here on Friday. Going to be starting our Scottish foods, as I said before. You can cook me some haggis. I wouldn't be opposed to trying some haggis. I don't want to try and make it myself, though. But I'd be willing to give it a shot if someone wanted to send me the real deal. So anyways, I hope you all have a great evening. I've enjoyed hanging out with all of you. Hope to see you back here on Friday. Hope to have a great evening the rest of the night. Good night now.